New to video editing in Blender? I'll show you how to build a video from scratch that includes text, transitions, and image overlays. Begin by opening Blender. If you don't have Blender, you can download it for free from blender.org/downloads. From the start screen, you can either select Video Editing or go to File, New, Video Editing. In this tutorial, you will be able to see my keyboard and mouse inputs here. This main area at the bottom where my mouse is our video sequencer, where we will be adding our content. Before we add anything, save the project via File, Save As, and give it a good name. Let's add a video strip. Go to Add in the video sequencer space, select Movie, and add in your video strip. The video portion shows up in blue and the audio in green. The strips get added in with the start position of where you had your playhead or currently selected frame. You can see which frame is selected down here. I've rolled the mouse wheel to zoom out and in on the video sequencer and see more of the clip. If you hold down the mouse wheel and drag, you can shift left and right, or you can use this bar down below. Let's go ahead and crop off and remove the first part of the clip. Select the strips you want to cut. In Blender 4.4, audio and video are linked, so you won't have to select them separately. In earlier versions of Blender, drag a box around the audio and video to select them both. Alternatively, you can hold down Shift and select each separately. Click on the timeline above to change the selected frame where you want to make the cut. With the clips selected, press the K key. Whichever side of the cut your mouse is on is the side that remains selected. Once selected, either the Delete or X key will remove your clip. I'm going to cut out part of the end of the clip too. Now I want to move the clip to a different position on the timeline, which you can do by selecting the strips and pressing G and moving the mouse to move the strip where you want it. Then hit Enter or click on the mouse to release it. Now let's go ahead and change the scale of the first part of the clip only. Again, use K to make the cut. And now select the first clip. Off to the right, you see this menu, but if you don't, the N key on the keyboard will toggle its presence. With the Strip tab selected, go to Transform. Change the scale for both X and Y. Keep them the same to avoid distortion. Now let's add another video strip. I plan on using a transition once the strip is added, so I want the strips to overlap. I'm going to select the frame on the timeline where I want the clip to add in, which will be 20 frames prior to the end of this clip. Looking at this clip, it ends at frame 207, so I can either type in 187 or I can add a -20 to the end of 207. Now I will go ahead and add the next clip. To add a transition, click on the first video strip, then hold down Shift and click on the second video strip. Go to Add Transitions, and I'm going to select Wipe. A transition strip has been added in, so I will click on it and change its settings on the right. I want to change the transition so it's horizontal instead of vertical, so I will change the value of the angle from 0 degrees to 90 degrees. Now let's add some text over at an earlier part of the video. Go to Add Text. You can enter your desired text here and change its font size and color. You can also add an outline to your text and change its thickness and color as well. Change its position on the screen under layout by adjusting the X and Y values. I want to change how long the text is shown, so I'll drag out the side of the strip like this. This is different than moving, and it can be sometimes a little tricky clicking on the proper part of the clip to modify its length. Now I'll make the text fade in and out by right-clicking on the strip, going to the Fade option and selecting Fade in and out. Now let's go ahead and add an image overlay. It showed up on a strip lower down in the sequence, which means it will be behind this video and won't be seen. So I will drag it up to a higher strip to bring it up to the front. I will adjust when it begins and ends and tell it to fade in. I will cut off the tails of these two strips, and now after selecting them both, right-click, fade, fade out. Now I will also tell Blender where the final video will end. The start and end values of the final rendered video are entered here. You can see the currently selected frame at the end there is 322, so I'll enter 322. Now, before we can render a video, we need to configure the output setting. In the output section, scroll down to output and expand it if it isn't already. Navigate to where you want to place the file and give it a name. I plan to make this an MP4 file, so I will end the name with .mp4. Blender by default wants to make a series of PNG files, which I do not want. Change the file format to FFmpeg video, then below that, go to the encoding section and set the container to MPEG-4. The output quality I will set to high. In my case, I do not want any audio for this video, so I will change this to no audio, but if I were to have audio, I would use these default settings. Now we are ready to render the video. I always save again before rendering. Then go up to the top to render animation. Don't forget to subscribe if you found this helpful. Feel free to ask questions down below.